Hey everyone, do you love painting? Not me. I use paint to cover stuff, to put details onto things, whatnot, but when it comes to painting pictures, I just don't do it. I have had the thought to put the paint directly onto the silicone and pouring resin on top of that and seeing if it will transfer. And if you've ever tried that, you know that it doesn't really work most of the time. The exception to that is if you use like a heavy bodied paint, like a Cerne Relief Liner, and I've done some stuff with this. I'll show you a little preview up there. We'll come back in another video and we'll do more of this. But what this basically is a really heavy bodied acrylic paint. You know, like I know, nothing really sticks to silicone, but with something heavy like this or these, gravity wins out. You know what I mean? So I thought today we could give it a little go. I could grab my paintbrushes and show you just how bad I am at painting. And these aren't heavy body paints so much as they're just heavy because they have interference of mica in them. They've got that little color shifty thing going on. But maybe we could try to do like a peacock or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. I might abandon it halfway through, so don't hold me to that. Okay, I got this tray mold here. Surprise. Are you surprised? I like functional pieces. Really, how many of these things do you need? How many? You don't need all of these. You don't need another frog. Stop making frogs. And I think another thing that people do wrong when they're trying to paint onto the molds is, you know, you dump some paint into a little vessel and you dip and no, you got to put the paint straight on the mold and you got to just kind of go with whatever it's given you. So for this, I'm going to put some dots. Again, I'm not a painter, so don't come for me, painter people. I already screwed up right there because I didn't leave the little center for the, yeah, it goes around like that. Yeah. Anyway, it's fine. Just wipe it off. Start over. We're already getting off to a rough start. This is how it's gonna go, y'all. I'm gonna switch brushes. I feel like that one's cutting through it a little too much. Ugh, that looks ugly. I don't like that. Get it off of there. Whoopsie. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Seriously, don't worry about it. Just go. Just let the paint tell you where it needs to go. It's fine. It's fine. Looks pretty nice. Huh? I don't hate it. I don't like that, but I think it'll be okay. The tricky part to this is going to be sort of getting that little black center because I don't want it to blob together with the yellow. So I think I'm just going to let that part dry and then I'll come back to it. That's really blobby right there. So it's got to be that one spot. Whoopsie. Don't worry about it. I don't know if any of that is going to make a difference on the other side. But hey, one way to find out, right? I don't know what that is. I'm going to get that off there. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I'm going to put a little bit of orange here. Kind of blend this out a little bit. And then I'll let this dry and come back, put black in the middle. That spot just looks really weird to me. I don't like it. I don't know about all that business, but hey. Okay. We'll come back. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's set up. It's got such a cool color. I really hope that all translates on the other side. It kind of sucks when you're doing this reverse because you really don't know how it's going to look once you flip it, but you'll find out, I guess. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, so it's just a heavy gel gloss, which is basically the same thing as a heavy bodied paint, but it's clear, or it will be when it dries. So I'm going to take some of it here, blob some down on here, get some chrome, some gold chrome. Make up our own little color. You can do that, you know. Like I bought these iridescent paints. I very easily could have just bought some of that and mixed all of my iridescent pigments into those paints. And this looks a little opaque now, but it will dry clear. All you'll see is that golden goodness. Just because I'm not loving the yellow. I did have some like white with a gold shift to it, but I think my daughter took it. I'm just gonna put this here. And then I'll come probably just pick up some of those those other yellow spots with the gold. What I'll do after this dries is come in with the black and do the center. That way it doesn't get all muddy on us. So nobody likes mud. I don't think much of what I'm doing here is going to show very much on the other side. I mostly kind of just want it to just patch holes with so that we don't get any streakiness. Gosh, that's pretty. I don't know if the camera is catching all that sheen, but it's really beautiful. If I was actually good at painting, I would try to do like a picture or a landscape or something like that, but that ain't me, boo. I don't do that. I just draw swirls and I draw lines, and you keep putting enough swirls and lines in, you get something pretty. In my case, it's almost always a feather. But hey, you gotta flow where the river takes you. Feathers are always fun to play with too, because there's no real rules, you can take all the liberty with them that you like. I know I'm getting way off of peacock feather, but whatever. It doesn't have to be realistic. It's not a rule. It's funny because prior to, photography being invented, artists were sort of bound to that rule to capture reality. And then when photography came along, a lot of them got threatened by it. They thought it was trying to take their jobs, like the AI. Yeah. But what it did is just it opened artists up to more creative freedom because they were no longer having to depict reality. They could explore abstract ideas. That's why when anybody asks me what I'm drawing, it's always just a thing. Never anything specific, just lines, swirls, more lines, more swirls. You think it's going to be pretty? I hope so. It's nothing worse than making a video like this and then coming out in the end looking dumb. That's the worst. But I've never painted a mold before with paint, so I've certainly tried it, but it's always usually it will like beat up. It kind of took me a little bit to realize you could use gravity to your advantage, because things won't stick to the silicone. They'll cling to it if you have static and or gravity helping you out. But you have to be careful because it is easy to dislodge it. If you go scratch it or whatever, it's going to come right off. But once I get the resin in there, that'll lock it in. I'm trying to look at it up in the light. It's really hard to tell. Oh, I don't like the center of the eye there. It looks stupid. I gotta fix it. Just looks real blobby. It's real blobby. I should leave it alone. It's gonna go from bad to worse. Do you hate the center? I'm sorry. Trying to make it work. I'm trying. I had that same problem when I did that drawing I put up all those years ago. The center just got real weird on me, but gosh, it was so difficult filming that video. I'm just like, screw it. I feel like the gold's a little heavy on that side. It needs to be right there. Okay, maybe I just can't see it. I can't see the gold. Can you? A little, huh? Oh, we need a camera down there. I think I should put some gold right there. Okay, I'm gonna let it dry. I'll probably just do the black off camera. I kind of want to stick to doing these iridescent paints. So maybe I'll do this one because it has a black flash. I don't know what the flash is. We'll come back. We'll do that when that dries. Okay, just real quick, I want to show you how this works. It has a mold, of course. It has this bottom piece. And you have this little form that I had to glue together because it won't stay together. But I really should have left this in while I was doing the design. I'm filming this in post, by the way. That would have kept it from bouncing around so much when I was doing the design. And it also comes with this piece, which is meant to be an outside support, but it's useless. There's no purpose in it. So you get it on like such, but it's just pointless because it's not high enough. And the notches are in the wrong place. We had to put ones that went on the outside so that you could get it to actually fit on there because it was just squeezing it too much. So I ended up having to put something up against it anyway to keep it from bowing out. So just something to be mindful of if you pick up this mold. I give it 4 crows for that reason, but otherwise it's a pretty solid mold. It's gonna be flipped over. Okay. Why so complicated? Get in there. Get in there. There you go. There you go. There you go. I know one thing, once I get this resin here, I'm not going to be able to move this bad boy. Good enough. We'll just leave it. Okay, I'm going to start with the little glitter blend. I just thought to just like put it in the corners, just kind of frame out the piece a little bit. I don't want to distract from the piece. So I think what we'll do is we'll just let the glitter and the flakes just kind of trail in the corners. This isn't going to be too interesting. We'll be blobbing it on. Okay, I've got Pixie Party. I got this in a set of pigments from Counterculture DIY. It's not available, so don't. It was in a mystery pack. You may have seen the video. You probably didn't because YouTube is a real. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna have to mix this off camera because I can't move this now. It's got stupid form and all that there. I'm just gonna do the same thing I did with the glitter and we'll come back and we'll put it on. Okay. I got just a little mixed up. You can kind of see the effect that it's given. It's such a cool flake. And then obviously to get all this to pop off, we have to put black behind it. I know Jen's watching me. She's saying, don't do it. I have to, Jen. I have to. It's kind of the rule of color shift. If you want the full effect, you have to put black behind it. A gold color that I made with the clear and just the chrome is stunningly beautiful. I don't know if it's reading on camera, but it's so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry and come back and figure out what we're gonna do. I'm not sure if I want to put down a clear layer first. Let's make that feather look like it's a little suspended, or we just want to go black. I don't know. What do you think? You vote? Can we take a vote? Vote? No. Okay. Anyway, we'll be back. Okay. Okay, I got about 10 ounces of resin mixed up here, or 300 milliliters, I think, if my math is mathing. In a classic case of, I don't know what to do here. I'm crippled by choices. My main thing is I just don't want to mess it up. Anytime I do multiple layers of things, it seems like one bad color choice kills the whole thing. So we're just going to keep it simple. I have some Cosmic Shimmer here. It's got, the blue and the gold. I think that'll pick it up. I'm going to put just a little bit of it into the resin. I mostly want it up around these rims. We'll let it float a little bit up here, but for the most part, we're just going to have it in the edges. I love this stuff so much. I wish they would make it in different colors. Hey, Cosmic Shimmer people, if you're watching, we need more colors. Okay? Make it so. I'm going to come off stage for a second because the stuff's going to fly everywhere. This is risky, but I'm going to do it. Okay. I wish I could just kind of isolate the blue ones, but it's like a mix of gold and blue and bronze. There's different colors. It's pretty. Whatever. We're just going for it. Get them in there. Yeah, and there they go. I knew it. They were going to fly. It's what they do. They fly. Let's do it. Are you ready? Should I bring you down for the money shot? Let's see. Is that? And don't look at the mess back there. Don't. Just don't. It's none of your business. You're nosy. You're that guy. I know you are. Okay. It's the milk duds. It's milk duds. Not sponsored. Okay. Here goes nothing. Maybe I should have put the resin in, but before I put the little form thing in. Yeah, well, we're here now. So whatever. Just get it in, lady, and shut up. Stop talking. For criminy. That is a boatload of resin. This better turn out or I'm going to be super mad. I can't even tell you. Well, no, I can tell you. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to be super mad. That's pretty. Wow, I got that almost all the way full. I thought it was going to take more resin than that. Shoot. See, I wasn't planning on that. It wasn't supposed to be exactly 10 ounces. I totally thought I was going to have to come here with a second coat, but I'm not. I guess what I'll do is I'll probably just spray paint this black. That'll make all these colors pop off. Of course, leaving it just like this clear will make it kind of ethereal looking and whatnot, but ultimately, clear resin yellows. And it doesn't matter who's what, how much you pay for it, it all yellows. It's just nature. Things oxidize. It happens to us all. Got those free radicals bouncing around in your body. Anyway, I'm going to let this cure. Poke around it a little bit more. Come back tomorrow, check it out. All right. Let's get this bad boy out of here. There we go. Do you love it? You hate it? It's still really soft. I need to let it finish curing. I have no patience. That's really pretty. That's prettier than I thought it would be. It really is. I'm surprised. Yay. Now, the dark background. I'm going to have to audition. I have to find something to audition a black background with or a dark background. Because I feel like the black would make it pop a little more, although maybe not. Definitely gonna make that part of it pop more. It's got those iridescent flakes and they're just, they get kind of lost without a dark background. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to ask Jen, see what she says. Although I know what she'll say. She'll say, leave it clear and put some lights in it. And I was actually thinking about putting a bronze background in it. So here we are with brown. I don't know. I'll probably just leave it. It looks really pretty like it is, and I want to pick it up. I think what I can do is if at some point this starts to yellow, then I can come and throw on a darker background. Yeah, does that sound like a plan? Okay, so one thing I want to do here is throw a top coat on it, and I don't necessarily need one. It's completely sealed in and it's smooth, but the top coat will add a magnification to it, which will make this pop off a little more. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, but also I want to come out with my black pen and just kind of touch that up because it just got weird and I don't like it. Still weird, but not as weird. I've got about 3-ish ounces mixed up here. Just want to make sure that's dry. Well, that's got to be enough. Shoot. I don't think it is. I think I'm going to mix up just a tiny bit more. I feel like it's falling short just a bit. I'll go ahead and do that off camera and get it outside. Let you have a better look. All right. Anyway, if you got this far into the video, as always, I appreciate you watching. New people, hi, welcome. Those of you who've been here for a while, I appreciate you. I hope you learned something. Hope you try something. Till next time, folks. Bye.